All right, so hi, it's Tiffany. Let me put my ring light up because it's kind of damp in here. But yeah, like the title says, I have some piping hot tea that I got yesterday, and I've been waiting for this to happen. I've been waiting for this, and I've been waiting to hear this. Um, Now, we all know I'm in my dispute with this apartment, which is effectively turned into a jail cell because, like I said, I have no working refrigerator. It's been over 2 weeks now. Slum life. Hashtag hashtag. But you know, everybody has been telling me, and of course I believe that, this situation is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal, that I am being left without a working refrigerator for over 2 weeks. And like I said, I have called twice. And now it's at the point where I've just gotten sick and tired of dealing with the slumlord. Um, Now, before I dive into this, yes, I am right now waiting for a maid service to come clean my apartment. Um, just to not have this particular woman in my ass when I finally do leave around the end of the month. But, at this point, I've checked out emotionally. I can't be bothered to give a fuck now. So, the refrigerator is not mine. The refrigerator was here when I moved in 5 years ago. So, it is the property of this apartment complex. Um, I am not opening that because I know there's new life forms that science has never identified in that refrigerator at this moment, both the bottom and the top. Because I know that there are salads in there that I had, and it's probably a mold convention going on in there right now. When I do pack my shit and leave, I'm leaving that as is. Like, they can deal with it. They can clean it, they can set it on fire, they can launch it into space. I really do not give a fuck. Also, when I leave, I have to return two keys, my mailbox key and the door key. And I suppose I'm supposed to hand that in at the office. I am not going to do that. I have a hook next to my door that I've used to hold my keys so I don't forget them and lock myself out every time I leave my apartment. I'm going to do the same thing at my next place, put up another lock next to the door. But I will be leaving those two keys suspended from that hook and lock my slumlord out. So she can use a master key to get in, she can crawl in through the window. Once again, I do not give a fuck. Because if you're going to treat me so poorly and treat me like an animal, or, animals even get fed. There's a refrigerated section in Walmart for pet food. So there are dogs eating better than I am right now. Um, Respect is earned, and you really swiftly lost my fucking respect. So, that being said, let's move on to the tea that I heard yesterday. I had been waiting and waiting and waiting for Miss Bell to start speaking about her apartment, which the same woman who's over my property is over Miss Bell's property. And she finally started talking yesterday while we were riding the bus home, and I learned a lot. Okay, so first of all, Miss Bell doesn't like my slumlord because she overcharged Miss Bell for something. Miss Bell is the type of person to, if you charge her a penny, she wants to know why the hell it's that, why she has to pay that penny, where is the penny going, who is benefiting from this. Like, she's that sort of person. It's a very much Karen attitude and Karen mentality. Usually it's annoying as hell, but it was enlightening for me yesterday. So that being said, I can't recall what Ms. Bell said she was paying extra for, but it was wildly more than what it was supposed to be. And she was pissed off about that, and she said, and I quote, "I'm going to keep going to that office and talking with that woman until the thing is resolved." And trust me, she will. She absolutely, she will. And I'm interested to see how this turns out, because I want to see if she can bully her way into getting the regional manager's number, because nobody can seem to get it. I feel like I want to send in the FBI and the CIA and the National Guard to go see if they can get that information from her, because she is completely unwilling to share it, which we also think is shady. Me and my little circle who are, organizing, Operation Get Tiff the Hell Out of Here. Also, next door to Ms. Bell is another woman. She didn't disclose the lady's name, so I don't know her name. But Miss Jane Doe, let's call her that. Miss Jane Doe, um, her rent kept getting doubled. Like, I'm not sure how much the rent is over there, but in the end, over a 3-month period, she wound up spending $2,400, and it's not supposed to be that much money, because that's a 55 and over place. Everybody over there is on a limited, um, predetermined income. So there's no way it should cost that much money. But, this is an older woman. Miss Jane Doe, paid that, which I think is absolutely astronomical for a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, no, no, that's not right. Because 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms in this area is like under $1,000. So I mean, paying $2,400 for a 1 bedroom is ridiculous. So also, the water bill. Now, my water bill is generally under $10. Now, this includes me running the washing machine, washing dishes when I feel like it, having a bath, just whatever water is used for within this apartment. It's under $10. And this lady's, Miss Jane Doe's, water bill was like $300. Now, keep in mind, this is a 1-bedroom apartment, 1-bedroom flat for my overseas buddies, 1 bathroom, 1 person living there. She doesn't even have a pet, as far as I know. Excuse me. And it's that much money, $300. Where is this money going? Who is taking this money? Now, I wouldn't have thought too hard about this in the beginning, but let's rewind to when I first moved here 5 years ago. I had another woman who was the landlady. That's not the current bitch that I'm dealing with right now. So this woman is currently sitting in jail. My first landlady, she's in jail. Why? For fraud and for theft. Why? Because she overcharged everybody in my complex. And when she got found and sent to jail, the people who came in after her had an epic shit show to sort through. And I think I've told this story before, but the short end of it is, I came home from the grocery store one day, and there was a note on my door. And the note said that, okay, this is like June or July of I want to say 2019. And it was talking for the previous November, so the November of 2018, saying that I didn't pay my rent for November of 2018, and that I owed 600 some odd dollars, and back taxes and fees and all that sort of crap. So I freaked the fuck out, and I was like, now the way that the payment system is here, you have like a 6-day grace period. After the 6th day, you get an eviction notice, or that's what was supposed to happen. But so I took the paper, ran down to the office, and there's these new ladies in there trying to sort out the shit show. There's other tenants who were there mad as hell. So I had to wait to speak to this woman, and I'm like, I paid because I have a receipt for it. She was like, well, go get the receipt and come show it to me. I was like, okay, fine. So now in the meantime, while I'm leaving, there's steady more cars pulling up. There's people walking up. There's even a woman in a wheelchair being wheeled up. Um, to with everybody holding a letter to dispute this bullcorn. So I noticed as I'm walking back to my apartment that every single door of every unit here had a note on it with everybody being told, oh, you didn't pay, you know, your rent. You didn't pay, this. So I found a receipt and it was all good. But I mean, they had people being charged as much as $1,200. And these two ladies are in the middle of hell trying to sort out and say, okay, you paid this. This was grifted off the top. You don't have to pay this, blah, blah, blah. It was a mess for quite a while. It was an absolute fucking mess. And then, like I said, this is my first apartment, so I didn't really understand the protocol. No, I understand the protocol. I thought that, and this happened for me for like the first 3 years I was here, where when you go to renew the lease, there was a $25 charge. Now I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to pay that I wasn't supposed to be charged to renew, that if I wanted to renew, all I had to do was come and write my John Hancock on the paper and go on about my business. So when I was dealing with the ladies who had to sort through the shitstorm, I asked her, I said, she was like, I need you to come in and sign these papers. So when I came in, I was nervous because I didn't have any cash money on hand or anything to pay her. And as I'm sitting down, I'm, signing the appropriate spaces. And I'm saying, hey, I don't have the $25 for the renewal fee. I say, can I get that to you, in a day, a couple of days? And, she looked at me like I was nuts. And she was like, what fee? And I'm like, I thought that was a renewal fee. And she was like, no. So I don't know how much money the first landlady made off with, but that bitch made out like a bandit. Because, I mean, the $25 for that, however many thousands she had swiped from everybody. I mean, it was ridiculous. And like I said, she's still under the jailhouse now. So it's, I don't trust the people running this front. Because really, I watch a lot of mob films, and this just seems like a front for a money laundering scheme, basically. It could be wrong. It could be right. I don't care. All I know is that I have a walkthrough tomorrow with the prospective apartment complex that seems like it's better suited. And I'm going to explain everything to this woman because there was a part of the application for this particular apartment complex I'm going to that where I had to give contact information for Miss Bitch up there. And God only knows what the hell she will tell, my new prospective landlady to try to undercut me. But I'm just going to go in and explain my situation to her, explain about my illness, explain about, everything that led up to this moment. Because I don't feel I'm in the wrong. Because like I said, I took responsibility for everything that happened. I take full responsibility for my apartment not being as tidy as it should be. But it also stands to reason that you have to understand, no matter how I look, I'm a sick individual with my kidney disease. I had dialysis yesterday. I have these medical issues that come first. That come first. If I need surgery, that comes first. If I need whatever, to go to the hospital for whatever reason, that comes first because I need to attend to my health and try to maintain it as best I can. And dialysis is a very slippery slope. Anything can happen. You could be fine one day, the next day, you're going on into God's loving arms. I mean, I've seen it. It's happened. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record saying it, but yes, I've seen people die in dialysis. I've seen people, you know, like what's today? Today's Friday. I could have seen somebody Thursday, they could die today, and I go back the next day and be like, oh, did you hear so and so died? But they were fine the other day. That's just how it is. And, I mean, for her to be this fucking heartless and cold and unfeeling, why would I want to stay here? Like before, when I was shell shocked and, like, okay, you're getting tossed out, I was upset. But like I said, the more I thought about it, the more I considered it, really, with the way that she's been acting and how, I've been left without a refrigerator. And please believe I'm going to tell my new prospective landlady that I have not had access to a working refrigerator in over 2 weeks. And I asked for help. Like literally, it would have taken somebody 5 minutes to come in, a man to come in, the maintenance man to come in and move it, plug it back in and go on about his business. Never sent him out. And I know he's around because I've seen his fucking golf cart. But like I said, I'm done with them. She can have that refrigerator and all the bullshit in it. I'm sick of her bullshit. And, I'm sick and tired of just everything. Because, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about this and I'm just like, what if my parents were alive? What if I still live with my parents? What if my parents lived with me here? Because I always had the assumption that if I were to move as an adult, my parents were sure to follow. My parents would come and live with me. And, I can fend for myself. But I'm thinking about how my parents would be elderly and no access to food for elderly people. And who's to say she's not doing this to somebody at the other apartment complex? Who's to say there's not somebody who's like 65, 70 or whatever without access to a refrigerator? I know I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry, but it's just mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to me. It's baffling to me. And I'm not the type. Yes, I am. I am the type to wish harm on my enemies. And all I wish for this particular bitch is that somewhere down the line, she gets back what she's given to me. That she will be, down on her luck and like something bad will have happened. Now, I'm not wishing death or anything on this woman, but I want her to have an experience similar to this where she needs help, where she's reaching out and, somebody's basically like to her and, couldn't care less, couldn't give a shit. Hello. I see a little person in the chat. Hello. That, couldn't be bothered, couldn't give a shit, and be just as cold to her as she's been to me. Because I've never seen anybody who is an adult be this fucking stubborn. And, I'm just done. Like I said, like, I don't even consider this home anymore. This is just a hole in the wall until I can get the hell out of here. Hopefully before the end of the month. But also, if this does roll over to the court system, I'm going to sing like a canary in court because I don't care what she has against me. I'm more articulate than her. I'm better spoken than her. And I know how to approach and talk to people in authority, especially a judge. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated as always. I gotta quit saying that's a bad habit I have to break for public speaking. But there I go again. But yeah, that's it as far as it goes. And after tomorrow, I will hopefully have some more information that I can share and hopefully start packing my shit and getting out of here. Because I already have boxes and bubble wrap on the way from Amazon. I'm serious. I'm getting the hell out of here. because I do not want to deal with this person anymore. And it's going to take everything in me when I finally move and get out of here to not go into her office and cuss her up, down, and out. But yeah, other than that, I'm having a nice day. All right, everybody, have a nice day. Today is September 9th, so TJ Jackson has put out a new song called Passion. I'm wearing a TJ Jackson shirt under here. I just didn't want my makeup to get on my shirt, and I'm kind of cold, so. But yeah, stream something Jackson, and have a good day. Bye. Fingers crossed I get my apartment.